Hey, Facebook Live. I am coming to you live from, oh God, let's get some color balance in here somewhere. We'll wait for it. Okay. Hey, some of you guys have already came in. I'm so excited to see you. Today's segment is called Put the Damn Tweezers Down. So with that, I told you guys earlier that we're going to be discussing everything eyebrow related. There are so many mistakes that we've been making with our eyebrows, and the truth is some of us still don't have our dream eyebrow shape, or we're following a lot of bad eyebrow trends. One of those being that we're doing our own eyebrows a lot of times with tweezers. And you know, it's something that we learned from our grandmas, our moms, and we're gonna talk a lot about like hair growth and all sorts of things. Oh no, please don't drive and watch Facebook Live. You can come back and watch it at a later date. Thank you guys so much for all the love. I'm so excited. I feel like a car salesman. I'm like, ooh, 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 ooh. So like I said before too, we're gonna be shaping some eyebrows live today too. But before we jump into it, I want to show you guys some of the mistakes that we are making with our eyebrows. I have a few lovely models who were kind enough to let me mess up their already gorgeous eyebrows. And I'm going to talk about those brows here in just a second, okay? Alrighty. Can I have my first eyebrow model?
That one's over there flipping her face.
She's just like so shy to be on camera. Hi guys, thanks so much for tuning in. If you guys are just now tuning in, we are discussing brows and eyebrow mistakes. So one of the first mistakes that we're talking about is the overly sculpted brow with the unblended concealer. There's like no breath in this eyebrow. It's completely dark all the way over. We want to take out some of the product out of our brows and let the hair shine through, especially if you have some. If you don't have any, then you want to consider other alternatives such as microblading, which we'll discuss a little bit later. But this is the problem with this brow. You definitely want to blend out the concealer if you are using concealer. So a quick tip to that would be to take a spoolie. If you run into this problem, take a little brush or spoolie, brush out the front of your brow when you're done drawing it in to brush out some of that product. Brush, 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 brush.
It's just so yummy.
And that significantly lightens up that brow. And then you want to take an eyeshadow blending brush and blend away the concealer so that it looks more like your skin if you're going to use it. All right, so that is a quick solution to that common brow mistake. Blend and brush. Thank you so much.
Next, I have that eyebrow and a better eyebrow. Sorry.
Before we talk about this brow, I want to know, what wine are you guys drinking? It is Wine Down Wednesday. What's in your cup? I'm hanging out with my Latina chicas, and not only do they have wine here, but they have beer. Oh my goodness. I don't know how I'm going to make it home. I should probably call Uber, but we are definitely in the sticks. I don't encourage drinking and driving though, so if you are driving, don't have a glass of wine with you. But you can stop for a bottle and watch this later.
Okay.
All right. So this brow mistake, believe it or not, is one that I see in Oklahoma more often than not. And a lot of times this brow shape is what we end up with when we start messing with our brows, plucking them on our own. We get our arch in the wrong place. So some of you guys may have seen this trick, but this should be the beginning of your brow right here. And then just a little outside of your iris, right there, keeping your point lined up. That should be your arch, and then follow it to the end of the eye. That should be your tail. So with this brow shape, her eyebrows, they're starting exactly where they need to start, and they're ending where they need to end. However, this arch has been misplaced. It's been brought over way too far. So this is how you correct this brow shape. And honestly, I'll be honest with you guys, this is probably the most painful brow shape to correct, and that being that you have to go thinner in your brow before it can get better. So what happens with this brow shape is when you're removing hair, you have to start removing hair from here, and then you have to not only remove hair from here, but you have to let all of that hair right there in that negative space start growing in. So if this is your brow shape, it would behoove you to just leave them alone for a few months. Or what you could do is do a little concealer or foundation magic. I would suggest foundation. It's going to be a little bit more natural than concealer. So today's segment is really technical, so I hope you guys are enjoying this. But brows are serious, serious business, right, ladies?
Yes.
Look, we get all sorts of yeses. So, what you can do, if this is your brow shape, you can take your foundation and you can cover all of that hair up. And that already significantly changes up the shape. Then what you want to do is take your pencil and you want to follow this little dip right here. You want to connect it to your arch. Turn this way, towards the camera, and back this way. And you see how that in itself completely changed that eyebrow up. So now our arch is more in the right place, right here where it belongs, and not right here in the middle of the brow. So that's how you fix that eyebrow shape. All right.
Yay. This corn dip is so good.
Corn tip? This is how I know I'm hanging with my Mexican girls.
You made it, huh? I need to take you home with me.
They have like a legit party going on over here. This brow is a perfect example of what we're seeing on Instagram quite a bit. This brow is just too damn close together, if I can be honest with you. And it happens a lot. Like, it's a pretty perfect brow everywhere else, but it's just, again, too damn close together. So, what you can do with that brow, and a lot of times, this isn't even a hair issue. This is just an overdrawing issue. If it is a hair issue, you can have your technician, whoever does your brows, to remove hair in this area. If it's just something that you're overdrawing, you want to take a step back, away from your pencil, away from your dip brow, away from your shadow, or whatever else. But I am just going to go ahead and get rid of all of that. Because again, keep in mind where your brow is supposed to start. So her brow should start right there. All right. So, yeah, we're all good. So as I said before, today's class is pretty technical. And the reason why brows are so important, guys, is because depending on the cycle of growth that your hair is in, you run the possibility of never growing that eyebrow hair back. So it's extremely important to find someone who knows what they're doing with your eyebrows and to choose a method that works for you. If you have a really full eyebrow, I would definitely suggest threading. It's probably going to be a little bit better for your shape. And I would suggest waxing if you are a little bit more sensitive and more prone to cuts. That does happen sometimes with threading, but I'm going to go ahead and show you guys my technique to removing eyebrow hairs right here on camera. If you guys have questions, feel free to go ahead and ask your questions. So when you get your eyebrows done, first of all, make sure they're cleaning their hands. That's important. I'm going to go ahead and have you remove your hair off your face and put on that headband so wax doesn't get in any of your baby hairs. All right, now I'm gonna go ahead and tie that right behind your neck. Can you guys hear me okay? Oh, Scarlett, I miss you too. Are you comfortable? Mm-hmm. Okay, good. Actually, we're going to move that headband down to cover up all of those baby hairs.
It's like some serious business about to go down.
And this is the thing. You see all these precautions that we're taking before her brows? This is what should be happening before you get your eyebrows done. We are not doing microblading today, but I will talk about that technique here in a little bit. All right, that's awesome. Great. So your technician should be wearing gloves because there is a possibility that you could end up bleeding during your waxing appointment. I know a lot of people don't, especially in nail shops. And another thing to consider when you're going to a nail shop to get your eyebrows done is the person who's doing your eyebrows, they may not be licensed to do your eyebrows. In the state of Oklahoma, if you are a nail technician, that does not qualify you to wax eyebrows. However, if you are a cosmetologist, a barber, or an esthetician, that grants you legally the right to do eyebrows in the state of Oklahoma. So, what I like to ask my clients before I do eyebrows is, what are your goals for your eyebrows?
Just that they're not too thin and that they're arched.
That's the #1 request. Please don't make my eyebrows thin. And I'm with you because who wants thin eyebrows? That's the quickest way to make ourselves look older. So I'm going to keep your eyebrows full. I'm going to brush up your eyebrows first and take a look and see what we have going on here.
Beautiful rawness right there.
She has beautiful, beautiful eyebrows and a great shape that's already in place. So before I remove any hair, I like to trim it. I think everyone's watching the Thunder game today. I'm not mad at them. It's like season opener tonight.
I remember buying a bottle at a bar of this. I mean, it's like really like sweet.
So you do microblading also?
I don't do microblading. However, microblading is an awesome alternative to getting a tattoo in your eyebrow. It's a very like surface level tattoo that's embedded in your skin by like a little razor, and it's hair-like strokes. It's not like a solid block of color like tattoos have been in the past. There are a lot of people who offer it in the state of Texas. I know there was a class that was going on here in Oklahoma. They should be graduated by now, and they're doing microblading. I don't have any names of those people, but there are several options in Dallas, and that price range is anywhere from $250 to $500, but it fills in your brow in natural hair-like strokes, and it lasts anywhere from 11 months to 3 years, which is awesome.
Oh, so it does fade.
Yeah, it does fade out,
It's kind of like a
which is awesome because think about it, like eyebrow trends change all the time. So now that our brows are trimmed, I'm going to go ahead and do some pre-cleanser to remove any oil or dirt from the eyebrow area. That way my wax has a better chance of sticking on. Okay, and this brow. Perfect. All right. You ready? So guys, this is one of the #1 things that your brow technician should be doing. Running the wax right here on the back of their arm to check the temperature of it. The reason why you want them to do that in front of you is because that's going to ensure that you are never burned by their wax. And that happens more times than you can believe. Okay. You want to also make sure that your technician is holding your eyebrow taut. And throwing away the sticks and not double dipping. The wax that I'm using is a hard wax. I prefer hard wax on the face. It doesn't pull the skin, I feel like, as much as soft wax does. Not only that, but I'm not wasting unnecessary strips. We're gonna let that dry. Hey, Junior, how are you?
Junior? Is that my boo Junior?
That's your boo, Junior.
Let me see my boo Junior. Just 1 second. Hey, boo, you did my hair today. Don't fly. Okay.
Turn this way for me. Another advantage to using hard wax for a brow artist as opposed to a strip is I can see exactly where the hair is coming from when I remove it, and a strip is not covering up any hairs that could have accidentally gotten into the part that I'm removing.
I have a redheaded brunette baby.
The downside is it's a little stringy, so you can see me kind of whipping the strings around.
Yeah.
Turn this way for me.
So you don't put a strip on it? It just doesn't.
It just removes on its own, right there. And so, as soon as they remove hair from your brow, they should also be applying pressure. That's going to keep your brow from hurting as much when you have hair removed from it. Yep, your little cake fell off my hair. Okay, and turn this way for me.
But there is a recessive gene, so both parents have to carry it. So someone way down line from their hair. Way down there. It was not you.
There we go.
Kind of cool.
You can see the little hairs sticking
Yep.
right on there. Yep.
So cool.
Oh my gosh, you're like a little anastasia. We love looking at the little hairs.
You don't realize how many hairs you have on there until you do that little wax.
It's true. It's so true. So
You're right.
now we're going to go ahead and do the top.
Chassie heard so much about you. I'm Mimi. Nice to meet you. She always like, what do you look like Chassie? Finally, it's me. I know I got to escape my 3 kids.
Hi, you're so cute.
Thank you. You are too.
Thanks. Yeah, Hyra has like the prettiest friends over here. Like she has a whole kitchen of baddies. I wish everybody could see.
It's like a cult.
It's true. She handpicks her friends based on how cute they are.
Aww. You're gonna make me. I took your chair.
All right. There we go.
Like my drink's over here, so we can share.
Where my amigos at?
So as you guys can see, we are throwing away those sticks. If you see someone dipping that stick back in there, run as fast as you can.
The Asian lady.
You said it, not me.
I'm just saying because I've seen that double dip.
I mean, it's like, in reality, how much does a popsicle stick really cost? Like, nothing.
Well, the ice cream stick cost me $1.
But you can get them from like Hobby Lobby, everywhere else. Turn this way for me a little bit. Perfect. My light is tripping over here.
For you.
So let's say that your waxing person does too much with your wax. Is there a way to like get it off?
What do you mean? Like they just give too much wax on you?
Like in places that it shouldn't be and they realize it? Is there like a way to
No.
dissolve it?
No. I mean, you can put some oil on it, but chances are it's adhered to that hair, so it's probably going to take that hair out.
No matter what.
No matter what.
That sucks.
That does suck. And it happens. And there's our eyebrow. Look how beautiful that eyebrow is.
All I know is that's all I know.
You can feel the difference.
And so this is the thing too. I've done this, and truth is there are still a few little hairs left behind. But what I can't do as a waxing person is go back behind, or esthetician, I can't go back behind and lay wax back over that area because she will run the risk of being burnt by my wax at that point. What you can do is use tweezers, or you can come back behind with an eyebrow archer and shape it up. It just depends on what your preference is. But if someone is going back over your waxed area over and over and over, you definitely don't want that to be the case for you because it's not going to be pretty. Turn that this way for me.
Good girl.
Hooking you up. Did you cut your hair, Selene?
Did I cut it?
It looks really, really short.
Sure did.
It looks good, but looks like you cut off a foot of hair.
Yeah.
It looks so good though.
You cut off a foot of hair. You want to sell me some bundles? Next time you decide to cut off that much hair, let me know. I will buy it from you.
It was way too long already.
Girl, you got black girls out here ready to buy your hair.
Feels a lot lighter.
Mackenzie, I would love to help you with your brows. Anytime. Look, Junior is upset with you because you cut your hair. Ooh, you're in trouble now.
I am in trouble. It was a spur of the moment deal.
Awesome. So after that, what should happen here is some wax remover should be applied to the skin, not baby oil. Baby oil will probably make your client break out. I get it, it's effective, but who the heck wants baby oil? Clogging up their pores. Turn this way for me.
I'm the only one that brought my child. I feel horrible now.
Hey, you're a mama. Girl.
And she's a girl, and she wanted to put her lipstick on.
All right. There we go. Our eyebrows that we just waxed right here. Live on Facebook Live for you. Live on Facebook Live. That's pretty redundant. But I just did this live for you, and I hope that you guys enjoyed watching a proper procedure of eyebrow waxing and how it should be done. I hope that I set some new standards for you. I'm going to let you go up so I can talk to them. I hope I set some new eyebrow standards for you and what you guys are looking for when you choose your eyebrow person. If you would like to book eyebrow appointments with me, you can do so at www.ciaraamir.com/book-online. And I do offer eyebrow appointments right there. You can choose your time, choose your date, and we can make it happen, definitely. Other than that, I quickly want to know what some of your eyebrow questions are. I can definitely fill in some brows here on camera for you so you guys can see what that looks like. Aw, Junior, you're so sweet. And walk you guys through my technique of filling in brows. Would that be something you're interested in seeing? I'll wait for a few answers. I forget that this has like a lag. Awesome! Can I fill in your brows? Sure. Ask me how that trick went. No, that's already in here. Are your eyebrows tattooed at all? Okay, cool.
I'm trying to do that other stuff, that new thing that's out there. But
oh, the microblading? Yeah.
Because I'm missing a few hairs here and there. But
you definitely should. The thing about eyebrows, too, that I hate is that we always grow in the hairs that we don't necessarily need first.
Right.
And then slowly these will start to grow in. What I recommend is getting with someone who understands your eyebrow goals so they can remove only the hairs that you don't need and leaving in the hairs row by row that you need to achieve your eyebrow goals. And that's the number one reason why people are not achieving their eyebrow goals, because they just keep going to go get them done, and each time the person is taking away brows, hairs that they actually need to achieve that goal.
I haven't gone to get mine done in I don't know how long, because I'm waiting for it to grow. And they only grow like right here. I don't need it right there.
Yeah, exactly.
Why?
Exactly. So now we have it. Looking at your brows, they're pretty sparse in some areas. So I'm going to choose powder because you do still have a full brow. I would choose pencil only in some places where you have absolutely no hair, so it gives my powder something to stick onto. But I'm going to start out with a little bit of powder. So I'm using an angle brush. How do you grow your eyebrows thicker? Stop fucking with them. No, I'm just kidding. I'm kidding, guys. No, but it's the truth. We have to stop messing with our eyebrows. In this case, she has a thin brow. If she wants to grow her brow thicker, what she's going to have to do again is keep leaving hairs right here in the areas that are probably going to annoy her for a few months, and only removing the hairs that she does not need. There's no magic serum for it. There's a lot of things that are on the market that will tell you, like, you know, these will grow your eyebrows fuller and thicker, and it doesn't necessarily do the trick. A lot of people use Vaseline on their brows or tea tree oil. I have not personally did it, but some people do claim that they've seen some results with that.
I tried some oil from this lady that she said she brought back from her country, and it didn't work. It just made my whole section of my eyebrow just break out.
See? And it's just oily, clogging your pores. And that's exactly what Vaseline is going to do. Tea tree oil is a crude oil, so again, you will run the risk of your pores being clogged in the area. So it could potentially break out. So I'm starting by filling in only what's there, doing light little strokes. And notice I'm not starting at the front of her brow. I'm also not blocking it off. You don't want to create that little block at the front. You want there to be some brow hair to show through. Guys, I hope my potty mouth did not offend you. But if you follow me on Snapchat, you already know. Turn this way for me. So with our pencil, I'm going to give her a little bit of fullness right here. So a great way to decide where this should start is use the base of like these first little hairs right here. And you want to create a small line until you reach what should be the arch of your eyebrow. It's going to leave a little negative space in here, and what you can do from there is lightly fill in that negative space. I wish you guys could see it on camera. Some of you may be able to, some of you may not. You're just going to lightly fill that in. That will give you the illusion of a thicker brow. Amelia loves when I use profanity. It sends the point home. And we're going to do the same thing over here. Getting a little line of definition until we reach the arch, and then filling in that negative space. So, also, if you do want to leave your brows alone and let them grow, start covering up the hairs you don't need with your foundation or your concealer. That'll kind of take the itch away to like want to remove some of those hairs. So she has a few hairs right here that I'm just going to cover up, because truth is she may need some of these hairs to create the perfect tail for her new eyebrow.
You know what a good tip I like to do, Ciara, is I don't like to, if I have a questionable hair and I'm not quite sure and I'm 50-50 on it, I'll get my eyebrow first.
Yep.
And shape it. Once everything is filled in, then I know exactly what needs to go.
That is an awesome trick. I actually do that. Like, if I'm deciding that I'm going to do my own eyebrows, what I do at that point is I will come in from a full day of whatever I've done with my eyebrows still done, and I will remove hair with my eyebrows done already filled in, because I know exactly which hairs need to go and which ones can stay. That tip was brought to you by Mimi and myself. And Mimi has gorgeous brows, so I'm just saying. So then we're going to blend that out, because we can't leave any of that there. And I'm choosing a color that's closest to the color of her actual brow bone, not a color that's going to have her super highlighted or beaming to space, because we don't need that.
I mean, she didn't like, and then she fixed it a little bit.
I think she fixed it.
Alright, and turn this over for me. And it's going to be the same thing. So with your concealer, you're going to create, or foundation, whatever you choose to use, you're going to create a straight line right up under where you filled in. Careful not to cover up the hairs that you need, but feel free to cover up the hairs that are not going to be a part of your shape if you are growing out your... Sorry guys, no. Someone just called me. I'm so sorry guys. I think we're still live. There you go.
Whoever called me, call me back later.
And we're going to blend the product away. There we go. Hi sister, how are you? All right. If you have some hairs up top. Oh, it doesn't matter if we can see you on there. It's not a problem. Oh, she's like, I don't want to see. She's in the witness protection program. You're going to do the same thing up top. Blend your concealer out.
Well, this just proves I've been doing my eyebrows wrong the whole time.
No worries. A lot of us are doing our eyebrows wrong. Okay, and turn this up for me. So again, you lay your brush parallel to your brow, and you follow the shape all the way over. careful not to cover up your toe. And then you're going to take your blending brush and blend the product out. This is helpful if you do this before any of your foundation. That way you're not left with that god-awful concealer halo ring or foundation ring. So, there you go. Some new brows. Last step will be to brush out the front to make sure they're not harsh. Soften it up. And then brush your brows up and over. There we go. All right. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'm sorry that we got disconnected there for a minute. Hopefully you're able to catch the tail end of this when you come back. And once again, tune in every Wednesday to Wind Down Wednesday. Go ahead and leave comments and let me know what you want your next Wind Down Wednesday to be about.